Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for game number 1 between Theodosios and Caosak on Eagle Strike number 10, the last tournament of the season. Last tournament of the year, even. We are on Jebel Pass, and what are we seeing? What are we expecting, my dear friend, Debacle?
So we've got Theodosios arriving with the British forces, offering Canadian, Air and Sea, and Indian battle groups to this match. What has Caosak got in store for us?
Well, Caosak has Wehrmacht instant picked Coastals. You can count on Ostrup, and I mean you can count on Coastals, Kiepa. I'm really hyped to see those boys. They kind of have a renaissance in a couple of last tournaments. They're kind of like the anti-meta, I would call. Like, everything is built around tempo, being who is faster attacking, who has more resource advantage, who can get out the call in first, things like that. Meanwhile, coastals are kind of the opposite. They want to play the long game. They want to burn you slowly, grind you slowly down. So, I like that.
I mean, when you give me the possibility of big artillery hits, I'm always on board. So, anything to see some Obuche wipes, I'm all about Caosak's off-meta choice.
Yeah. Even though I think Obuche would be... If we see Obuche, that would be amazing. We saw one like two tourneys ago from Mr. Tony Montana against Reckley on Langres.
Amazing. Didn't work out for him if memory serves me correctly, though.
No, he won that game.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
So...
Does not serve me correctly.
Tony only got beaten up by the Supreme Overlord, Mr. Ray, in the finals. But I think that's acceptable. And first shots have been fired in the middle now. Theo, however, has the better position inside of the garrison, and Caosak not eager to take the engagement and is soft retreating.
Dingo on station.
And we have Mr. Dingo on the field. Let's see. Do you think Dingo's a great choice against coastals? Kinda, they're sticking around cover so much, so Dingo won't be that effective. Or am I wrong?
I guess it's a good map for light vehicles, and to get that presence early, you're going to deny the coastals being able to rotate easily and hopefully get the veterancy for the Dingo line, get its vision online as well.
Yeah. So, Caosak not playing fully coastals, has a Grenno on the field. Second infantry section on the way for Theo.
Maybe hoping to catch out that Dingo with a Faust from the Gren. It's a little bit harder to get off with the coastal 80 tank grenade.
Yeah, it has less range and less damage, if I'm not mistaken. So,
We're losing a victory
understandable that you want to have a better snare platform. Caosak even getting infantry officer quarters, but isn't that backed currently? Like, if you get that, you don't get any veterancy gain?
I think it's only on call-in troops, from what I understand. So if he calls in anything that uses that, like, say, Falchion Pioneer or something like that, it won't. So perhaps the coastals may not be affected by it, or they'll be locked into Vet 1. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, coastals are being a call-in. Only for call-ins, according to chat. And coastals are call-ins. They're gaining veterancy, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, they like locked in at like they can't. I don't know. Maybe they fixed it. Anyway, it seems to be working for the coastals.
Yeah.
A new infantry section.
So,
We're losing
big engagement on the bottom side, I think. Yeah, Theo will win this. Force off the coastal. Royal Engineer had to go as well, but I don't think the singular Pioneer will win the war there. Late retreat there for Caosak. Unnecessary amount of manpower, or one model could have been avoided, the loss there. And on the top side, however, Caosak won. Dingo is falling back, getting some side shots though. That's a lot of damage.
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
And Theo decides to stay around. And
MG now getting the south fuel as well, so keeping Theo locked out of that fuel for the moment.
Ah, look, chat has even the better in deep dive. Veterans is currently bugged for all Tier 2 and Tier 3 Ver battle group units with officer quarters, but not Tier 1, Tier 4. So coastals are safe.
Oh, thank goodness. And Obuche getting vet as well.
Yeah, I will. Okay. There's something I had to type out on because people are still thinking that we don't have a referee, so they message me instead of the ref, and then I need to say, hey, I'm casting. I don't have time to solve your problems. Please message the referee.
No worries. You
So-
get that out there. I'll do my best.
Sometimes I have to admit though, the co-community is really nice about things like that. They're even though they don't read rules, like once you have like educated them and so on, they behave nicely, so they're easygoing, but things like that still happen. But I rather have those than some mess that I have seen in other gaming communities. And Theo is getting a Humber now.
Yeah, that artillery going straight onto the building, denying the coastals getting their Breda at Vet 1. Straight up destroying the building, but providing some green cover, if I read that correctly.
So we have the 20mm flag now on the field. It's not the... It's a soft counter against the Humber, I would say. It will obviously win. However, the Humber should have plenty of time to get away. So you should not lose the Humber to the flag.
Yeah, it does stop that Sapper cutoff attempt. Moving out of base there with the flak, so a little save straight away.
Yeah. Theo went Canadian Shock. Canadian Shock, I think, will be the most interesting battle group now in the 1v1 setting. Because the Croc is not affected by the call-in changes. Still same amount of CP and still same resource amount, no matter if you take or not.
Yeah, still strong.
It's definitely an interesting choice if you want to attack bypass. By the way, great positioning, MG42 positioning earlier from Caosak. Overall map control looking good, I would say, for Caosak. However, with the Humber, it should shift into Theo's favor.
We're losing a victory point.
Ren is getting a hell of a beating. And Caosak now getting a Jaeger. I assume it will be a Shrek Jaeger.
Victory point.
However,
Going to struggle against the Humber, I think.
yeah, no ammo, by the way, for the Shrek right now. Feels so weird to play tier 2 without the 2-1.
We're losing a munitions point to enemy action.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting the support elements now, so maybe looking at a verbal or Armada to deal with this
Yeah. Oh,
build by Theo.
I like the idea of the Verbal, actually. It will offer a lot of mobility, and it will counter the Humber pretty well.
Humber forcing a couple of coastals off top, but Theo running straight into a mine with his sappers.
Yeah, Caosak in the meantime really fortifying his position on the bottom side of the map. On the west side. And even though Theo has a nice unit composition, I'm not sure if he has the tools to force off this army. And oh boy, look at the infantry section on the 16-pointer.
Yeah, he's trapped.
He has to go home. Not only that, he might... he won't get wiped. It's been not positioned nicely.
Anti-tank weapon and crew on the field.
Caosak trying to pop the White Phos rounds on the MG, but
Yeah.
it's not great positioning.
Yeah, but it backfired. No, he had no ammo to snare either the Humber or the Dingo,
Yeah,
so
maybe not the
both
best
got
pop of
away.
White Phosphorus there.
It got buffed. It has now basically double the duration time from 30 seconds to 60.
Infantry training is underway, Commander.
Theo being annoying on that cutoff with his Royal Engineers. They're going to take a little while to dislodge.
Yeah, nice cutoff there for sure. Resource starving Caosak now. Theo getting infantry training.
Yeah, Brent found the Panzer Shrek, so
Sector
Down to sort of half health now.
Yeah. AT, by the way, is on the field for Theo. Smoke on the 20
This
mil.
could be it.
Oh, Shrek
Miss
miss.
there. That's what you hate to see.
A sector is
Yeah,
enemy control.
Jägers are known to be notorious on missing. And here we go. Flame Nade out and wipes the 20 mil. And suddenly it's looking really, really bad for Caosak.
Old meta, best meta with that flame nade surprise. Completely wipes the flak. Well, MG's here to save the day.
Vilbo
goes down
coming from the
dingo,
flank. Coastal is in the
Nothing.
flank as well.
though. Nothing to stop this Werble. AT gun
Dingo
Gets a
being
shutout.
position.
destroyed.
Humber will go down. Got snared by the Coastal. Snare out on the Vibble. I think Vibble will bite the dust as well. This... Oh, Jesus.
Phases through that that manpower point. Luckily, gets the flank on the AT gun, barely keeping it alive.
AT
Another
gun will
infantry
go
section
down.
Comes in for another snare,
However-
so yeah,
Gone.
dead bird, I
AT
think.
gun gets taken. Snare is out. AT gun will go down again.
Anti-tank
Oh
gun
no!
destroyed.
A sliver of health for the verbal.
Yeah.
Munitions.
Theo has
Yeah, there's a
not
lot
enough
of
ammo
manpower
for a
for
follow-up
this.
there. AT gun not shooting.
Our anti-tank gun crew has been
What is going on? Infantry
Just throwing
section
away
will go
so
down.
much.
And it's good.
Devastating. Oh my
What
God.
just happened?
Power of the verbal. Just came in at the right time, at the right angle.
Yeah. All right. 1-0 or 1-0 for Mr.
Caosak.
Yeah. Oh boy. I was not expecting that. Like, the Vibble with all ins, they're not that common anymore. But apparently I was incredibly wrong. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with game number 2 in a couple of seconds. I hope you had already a blast with game number 1. It was a little bit on the shorter side, however, it was still great to watch. And once again
Action-packed.
shows how important mobility is on Jebel Pass. See you in a sec. It is time for game number 2 between Theo and Caosak. After a short and dirty game from Mr. Caosak, really showing off the strength of the Wirbelwind, we are back in game number 2 between Caosak and Theo. We have this time
Australian infantry
Caosak
are in reserve.
playing as the Brits with Australians. What is Theo doing, my dear friend Debacle?
Theodosios is rolling into the battlefield with the Kettenkrad.
Reporting in.
Capping the left side with the Pioneer, he's bringing Luftwaffe, Breakthrough, and mechanized battle groups to this field.
What do you want to see from the Wehrmacht player?
I mean, we might see double verbals, but we've also got the option of the 8-rad, and it's an exceptionally good map for the 8-rad, so I have a feeling we're going to see some mechanized action.
Oh, 8-red on the big map is always a pleasure. I'm not sure if Caosak is a little bit greedy there with a MG Australia start. That's a lot of manpower. And he did tax. And he's tacking, so it will probably be one Aussie only. I'm not sure he
Yeah,
will
again, I
have
think it's
less fighting power on the field.
It's a good map for the Dingo, I think, because you want to expect the Kettenkrad from the VR player.
Yeah. Yeah. Few, however, also investing a lot of capping power, double pyre and Ketten. That's a lot of cap power.
Yeah, they're looking to just strangle Caosak out of the map early.
Early game map control, biggest weakness for the Brits. Even though it got better over the years, but still.
Yeah, maybe looking to try and hold his small footprint with that MG and just hold a, small valuable piece of territory right outside your base.
Yeah. Ketten, I like that Few still is doing the reverse trick with the Ketten to minimize the noise. But I'm not sure if it's still needed.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it still works. Maybe we can turn fog on and listen.
An infantry section is present and accounted for.
Caosak, one of the biggest units that Caosak hates are the Captain and the bike, so he's definitely annoyed to play against this unit.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Map control looking better for Caosak, that's surprising. I was expecting few to have the better map control with double Pio and Captain start.
Yeah, surprised we didn't see the Kedden in the south capping up, but instead it was sort of being more aggressive.
Yeah. Fear will lose the top side, however, is getting the decapture of the cutoff.
Our supply lines
And we
broken.
are just seeing a strong section build from Caosak here, so doing away with the Dingo at this early stage.
Yeah, he kind of substituted the Dingo for the Aussies, for the Kangaroos.
An infantry section of
And so
Tories
far,
is
it's
ready.
working. Aussies are great against Grants.
Yeah, that sharpshooter ability just dropping half the health off the guns there. They're gonna have to go home.
Map control no shifted into favor of you is really swingy at the moment. Way more swingy than I anticipated. And a really
This trouble,
long
though, with
tier 1
the
build,
4
by the way.
cutoffs. You can cut off any quadrant of the map.
Yeah, it always reminds me of Crossroads from Code 2. I'm not sure if it was in Code 1 as well. Because of the cutoffs and the size of the map. Really, it's the game of cutting. And then slowly condenses down into a grind in the middle.
A new infantry section
I think we'll
is ready
see
for
a
battle.
lot more flank play from these two and maybe less center additional battles.
Yeah, both players are leaning heavily into tier 1. Like, Caosak got... If we count the Aussie and the MG as tier 1 units as well, 5 tier 1 units out. And 4 tier 1 units from Few, not counting the second Pioneer and the Captain.
It doesn't look like we're getting an officer quarters. Instead, we're getting a tier 3 from Theo. So maybe a Stummel or a AT gun in the build.
Oh, I hope he's not going for an early AT gun. Caosak would be really happy about that, playing such an
Yeah.
extended tier 1.
Doubt we'll see that sort of mistake.
He should know that it's a long tier 1, right? The amount of tier 1 units? He should have seen those.
We got orders, lads.
By the way, only one weapon upgrade yet from Caosak with the Recce package. Caosak played Coastals in game number 1.
We found Jerry.
And we have the 251 in the queue. I highly expect a Stummel upgrade though soon.
But what do you think Theo needs against these Aussies? What's the unit he's hoping on? Do you think it's the Stummel?
He needs the Stummel for sure. It's always a little bit iffy to play elite infantry against Aussies, right? Like Advanced Fluency 2, they always will snipe a model. So they can really swing infantry engagements in your favor. So, not sure what's the long-term solution. Obviously, Stummel right now will help.
Looks like we've got additional light AT.
But
to power.
once Caosak has more or proper AT on the field, I feel the Stummel will have a hard time. Nice try with the retreat nade, but not even close.
We have an Australian weapons
Good try though. We get points for trying.
Participation medal. Map control
So now
still.
Caosak's. Yeah, I was about to say map control. Caosak just decapping Theo's fuel there.
enemy ground forces
pretty
have
blue.
claimed a sector.
Feel no getting the AT gun. We have now a light vehicle in the queue from Caosak though. He is getting the 2-pounder. The small guy's gun.
So maybe an early infantry training for Caosak.
Enemy action.
Because he has all the tools he needs at the moment to deal with Theo's composition.
Victory point under enemy control.
Yeah. I'm just not a huge fan of AT guns on this map. The map is so big. AT guns will be more busy with running around than actually fighting.
Doing good hits on this 251 though.
Late reaction from few, but no follow-up shots. Vision was lost.
Yeah, it's a risky capture from the one-man Pio. Kind of into the Caosak's territory. He's gonna retreat after he caps.
MG42 nicely blocking off the 2-pounder and the Aussie. But no heal, right?
Rifle grenades and anti-tank
From
grenades are now
Theo.
available.
Minute 8, no heal. This
Yeah,
could
just
be
relying
me.
on the single gren for healing, I guess. The single vet 1 gren.
Yeah, but that's not realistic as a healing option.
We're losing a fuel point. We're losing a victory
At
point.
least one of his other grens is close to vet 1 as well, so... Can be passable if you're trying to rush for everything.
Commander anti-tank guns available.
So,
Sector overrun. The enemy has it.
oh, you got the up recce on the Aussies and not more weapon upgrades on the infantry sections. That's an interesting.
Jerry has 300 points remaining.
Map control, by the way, looking
accuracy-
really good for Caosak, at least VP
Caosak,
wise.
yeah.
Snare out. Nope.
Accuracy on units in cover, right, for the Aussie recce upgrade?
Yeah,
So
something
maybe
like
he's
that.
expecting a lot of...
I think it's way too
play.
expensive for the trade-off. You don't gain that much, considering it's like
We're
80
losing a
ammo.
munitions point to
But
enemy
the
action.
IT, something like that. But obviously, Caosak knows more about the game than I will ever do, so I
Yeah,
won't judge him.
25% accuracy on units in cover. So, you know, that seems worth it on this map. It's a lot of cover play.
Enemy rifles! They're having a go! He's fucking gone! Orders from
Stummel not having the impact that Few was hoping for, feels like he's still really, really boxed in.
Yeah, Stummel can't be everywhere at once, and it is a bit of a slow mover. Got a med bunker going down for Theo in base.
beauty! Flags right! Down the enemy line!
Yeah.
In contact! Call up support!
This map on default. What do you want to change, Shark? I won't screw around with the angle. Rotate as freaking hell, man. People who rotate the map.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
It's sick. There's something wrong with him.
Yeah, man.
You have command points available. Victory point lost. The enemy has control.
Okay, chat actually knows the math. I want to really read that out. To note, it's 25% over 50%. So instead of the normal 50% accuracy for this cover, scoped rifles have 75% or 50% more DPS. Australians in particular benefit here because it's 3 scoped rifles versus 2 regular ones, making them deadly against cover. So it's actually insane damage boost, and I'm just stupid. I really should do more math to figure out things like that. Not much is actually going on in this game. Both players are kind of playing for positioning and not like they're fighting, but not that much. And so far, Caosak had the better opportunities to get into position.
Enemy firing orders from
So we have a Bren upgrade now.
Yeah, Pigren pushing into this Aussie. Gonna be interesting to see how this matchup plays out.
Yeah. Panzer Grenadiers is a bold choice from Theo. Not a huge fan of this choice, especially Cause Caosak already has 2 brands out, and the Aussies. They're kind of hard counter Panzer Grenadiers really, really well.
Command.
No!
A stockpile of command points.
Mr. Ketten died.
The enemy has
Really
our
get in
victory
position
point
there.
now.
Yeah. So Theo's sitting in the middle, not doing much.
Yeah, seems to only be able to hold one part of the map at a time, wherever his Stummel seems to be.
Yeah, he's a little bit too passive. Theo is known to be a really concentrated defensive player, but especially on such a map as Jebel Pass, I think it's a mistake.
Yeah, definitely need to be mobile. Surprised we haven't seen a battle group locked in by Theo yet.
What would you pick now? Like, I think Luftwaffe is not an option anymore.
They're threatening a victory point.
So either it's breakthrough or mech, right?
Guns are on 200 points.
I still think mech is the stronger choice, but you know we might start seeing some Stuarts from Caosak, so that's gonna make
We're
nice
losing a
tough.
victory point.
Well, there won't be any Stuarts, but the Crusader.
Yeah,
The next
so-
bigger beat stick.
And Theo building his tier 4 with not a lot of fuel control, so we're gonna be a little while away from a vehicle for Theo.
By the way, Caosak has unlocked over repair. It got nerfed though.
It takes longer, yeah.
So chat is arguing that mech is the better option because of the archer. Archer had countered the tiger. And I think that's a valid point.
Probably right. Yeah.
Victory point under enemy
I
control.
mean, unless you go for the command P4 and get a bunch of P4s rolling in.
The desperation P4. Crusader has no underhand for the Stummel.
Yeah.
And
Stummel's
bye bye,
gonna get
Mr.
down here.
Stummel. Was 90 crushes of fire to slow him down.
No chance. Now we've just got a lone pack to deal with this Crusader.
Wait,
Pretty dire for Theo.
is Arch and Over Repair though mutually exclusive to each other? Did they change that last patch?
Work done. Now what?
I thought only Armored got changed
No.
in their layout.
No, you can choose both. They're on
Ah.
separate trees.
Before they get close. Enemy fire! Sailor on the hook!
So Theo goes for the call of the chat, unlocks the Panther, but he's still some time away from it.
Allotted, Commander. Damn,
Be nice to see some Stoss from Theo, but he just doesn't have the manpower for it at the moment.
Yeah, Stoss would be a great choice. Look at the Panzer Grenadiers. They walked into an ambush and retreated right away. They will have such a hard time on this map to getting into position.
Good as new.
Yeah, it's definitely a Jaeger map for me with Wehrmacht.
orders complete.
I think Panzergrens just don't have the, the ability to last over the long distances.
Crusader cruiser.
I know the Crusader trade starts to form. Second Crusader's out.
Hands.
And it will be a really tough ask for Theodosios to gain any meaningful map control on the flanks. Due to, like, he has double AT gun, but they can't be everywhere. And in the meantime, Crusaders will just switch sides so incredibly fast. Oh boy, it might be even yet. No, GG, push. One Crusader was over repaired. Second AT gun will hit the field. AT gun will go down though. And Theo holds it.
That's all she wrote. But
Damn, Theo!
Snares to take down one Crusader.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Theo a little bit underperforming. I don't want to say he's the better player, but he should be go on par with Caosak. A little bit disappointed there.
Yeah, Caosak in fine form.
Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. And why will we decide what we want to cast next? See you in a sec.
We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.